Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO video. Today guys, we are going to be taking a look at the Breloom Froslass deck here. An archetype I have yet to make a video on, and I thought, why not try it out? This is kind of my spin on the deck. This is the list that I have been working with, and it's been decent. So the deck mainly just wants to see tag team decks. It's a bit of an anti-meta deck. There's a lot to, unwrap here. We got Breloom, the fighting type, which is good at taking out Pokémon and dark types like Umbreon Darkrai. And then, of course, you got Froslass being the water type, taking out those Reshizards and even stuff like Blacephalon. Those are your two main Pokemon, is Froslass and Breloom. Breloom has an attack Pre-Dawn Strike, doing 120 damage if your opponent's active is asleep. So you combo this with Mareep's Fluffy Pillow, which is going to be our main sleep engine. If this thing's your active, you may leave your opponent's active asleep. You have a U-Turn Board on it. You go into Breloom, you Pre-Dawn Strike them for 120, and you one-shot Pikarom. And, of course, the Froslass is good for fire decks. And we have some other things in here like Tapu Fini. Hoopa's in the deck too, so we have quite a few attackers in here to help us in certain matchups. So for the video, of course, shout out to our sponsor, Card and TCG. As always, guys, if you're ever looking to get your hands on any PTCGO pack codes, if you're still trying to look for Hidden Fates codes and Unified Minds codes, or even Team Up codes still, you can get your PTCGO pack codes at Card and TCG. They also have the Pokemon GX box codes. If you're looking for like just Pokemon GX codes or, trainer kit codes, stuff like that, get them over there. They do have a Pokemon TCG in real life singles website down below that I have linked to. Down below, I got that linked. So if you want to go get your Pokemon TCG singles, you can get them over there. And if you end up picking up something for TCG, use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. So shout out to Card TCG, guys. Make sure to check them out. And use my discount code LDF for that 5% discount. Support the channel, help yourself out, help Card out. Win-win for everyone. Shout out to them. So here we go with the list. So again, it's an anti-meta deck. You don't really want to run into Giratina. Giratina is probably a really bad matchup for you. But yeah, for the most part, we just want to take out tag teams. Mewtwo, Mew, Reshizard, Pikarom, Umbreon Darkrai, just to name a few. So it's all centered around Breloom's Pre-Dawn Strike. Again, if your opponent's active is asleep, you do 120 damage. Combo this with Mareep and Slumbering Forest. You have a really cool combo. Slumbering Forest states if a Pokemon is asleep, the owner flips 2 coins instead of 1 for that special condition. And if either of them get tails, that Pokemon is still asleep. So ideally, we want to go Mareep's Fluffy Pillow, leaving your opponent's active asleep. If we have like a U-Turn board on it, we're good. And if we have a Slumbering Forest in play, which we are going to play 4 of, which gives us a great advantage in the Stadium War, and also just means they're going to stay asleep. And Breloom might not even get knocked out. They have to have a switch, a Mixed Herbs, or Super Scoop Up, or just something like that, or Dawnwing's Invasion, to get out of the sleep. And Pre-Dawn Strike is just going to continuously pummel them. And that is the idea of this combo. Now, of course, we have a lot of other backup attackers, Froslass being one of them. If we run into Reshiram and Charizard, we go Spiteful Sigh for 7 damage counters, which does do 140, times 2 is 280. So Froslass with the Spiteful Sigh will one-shot a Reshiram and Charizard Tag Team GX. And Reshiram and Charizard can be beaten through the Breloom Mareep method, but Froslass just makes it a lot easier and just gives us a free prize. And it also synergizes well with Unit Energy, which goes with Water and Grass, which means you can do Breloom with Unit, and you can also use Froslass with Unit Energy. Now we have some other attackers in here. Of course, we are playing Tapu Fini with Nature Wave. If you're up against Blacephalon, Nature Wave does 100 damage. If they have any Ultra Beasts in play, which they 100% will, so you just do 100 damage to a Blacephalon, 200 damage for 1 energy against a Blacephalon, along with the Breloom and Froslass. Makes that matchup pretty simple and straightforward. I am playing one Hoopa. Evil Admonition doing 20 plus 10 more damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon that have an ability in play is really good. There's going to be a lot of matchups where the opponent's going to have like Jirachis and Dedennes and all that good stuff in play. And Evil Admonition can, put some nice damage on the board. And if for some reason Giratina becomes an issue, which, I mean, this matchup just kind of, this deck loses to Giratina, the matchup is really bad. But the Hoopa can attack Giratina. I got 1 Ditto for that extra basic. 1 Diancie, allowing Breloom to do 140 is really relevant because it's going to, 2-shot a lot of stuff. Now, the interesting thing I am running is 1 copy of Buzzwole and Pheromosa GX. This thing can do multiple things. You can use Jet Punch in the early game, and you can also use Beast Game in the late game to finish something off. If there's like a weak Pokemon in play, or just a heavily damaged tag team Pokemon through Froslass, you can just finish them off with Beast Game and take an easy, potentially 4 prizes to 2 prizes. So that's why we do have the Beast Game option in the deck. Just again, that free prize can be really good. We don't have Beast Energy, but that's fine. We can still finish stuff off because our damage output can be really high with Spiteful Sigh. I got 1 Mew in the deck to protect our bench. And that's it for the Pokemon. Going into the items now, I got 4 Netballs. Netball is one of the reasons why Grass Basics are decent right now. Get your Shroomishes, 4 Pokecoms. I am playing 3 Switches. The reasoning for 3 Switches is so we can switch back into Mareep if they are not asleep. We can just switch Breloom into Mareep and then Fluffy Pillow and then U-Turn Board back into Breloom. That's why the 3 switches. Or if we just need to play Switch in general, if, say, we start with Diancie or Buzzmosa or something. I am playing the 4 Forest. Of course, Slumbering Forest is really good. I am playing 10 supporters. There's no draw engine in this deck, so we're going 4 Cynthia, 4 Lillie, 2 Erika, 3 Pokégears. I found myself actually originally not playing Pokégear, and I found it just being inconsistent as heck. And I was like, oh man, I can't find my supporters. I'm bricking. I'm losing because I'm bricking. So having the 3 Pokégears and 10 supporters just helps you. Now, I am playing 2 U-Turn boards for Mareep, and I'm also playing 1 copy of Hustle Belt for the potential Froslass 200 damage Spiteful Sigh, which is why it's in here. Allowing Spiteful Sigh to do 200 damage could be really big to pop out of nowhere, take a free KO. Or soften stuff up for Beast Game. I don't know, just some really cool options. And I am playing 8 energy, 4 units, 3 grass, 1 water energy. Because mostly everything attacks for 1 single energy, you don't need to play any more than the amount I got. Maybe run 1 extra energy to be safe, but having the basic grass also is searchable through netball, so you're pretty much fine on that front. But yeah, this is the Breloom Froslass deck that I've got here. I call it You Snooze, You Lose. It's a really cool title for the video, which is honestly why I wanted to make the video, because I had a really cool title in mind. But yeah, this deck is really interesting. It's an anti-meta tag team deck. Now let's show it off and see what it's all about. Alright guys, we're going to go find some games now with the Breloom anti-meta You Snooze, You Lose deck. And we are pretty much looking for, I guess, tag team decks. We don't want to see Giratina. Giratina is by far the worst matchup. But knowing my luck, I'll run into it. But no, we're actually up against, it looks like Bullacephalon maybe. It could also still be a Mewtwo deck. We're not going to win the coin flip though, that's unfortunate. Oh, he's actually going to make me go first. Is he playing Reshizard then? There's a Snorunt Shroomish start. That's a nice start. Do I actually want to hold the Shroomish? Or not the Shroomish, sorry, the Snorunt, because I can Pokecom it back and get another Snorunt out of the deck. Or I can get Ditto. I don't know. What's he playing? Okay, it's a Mewtwo deck. Yeah, I think what we're going to do here is going to get a Mareep. I think Mew 3 is a pretty fair matchup. I actually don't think it's that bad. We can do this, switch in the Mareep. We're going to hopefully get a Slumbering Forest here off this Lillie. No Slumbering Forest to be found. I'm going to Pokecom for another Mareep, I think. Do we have Diancie? We do. We have all our Brelooms, all our Shroomishes. We do have a Froslass prized. We got all our Slumbering Forests, and most of our energy is there. So unfortunately, we didn't find a Slumbering Forest. That kind of sucks. We can Fluffy Pillow, though, and hope that thing stays asleep. It does not. Rip. We'll see if he gets that turn 1 knockout. That's why I wanted to find the Slumbering Forest, because we wanted to have this Mewtwo stay asleep in case he does have that turn 1 knockout here with Mewtwo through Latios or Solgaleo. So that's a little annoying that we weren't able to get that thing to stay asleep. Ooh, he's going to get a Reshizard. Will he discard that, or will he donate that on the bench? He's going to put on the bench. So all we need to do is make sure we have 2 Snorunts in play, and that Reshizard is going to get cooked. Even though we don't play Custom Catcher, there's no room for Custom Catcher. I'm sorry, guys. He's going to play a Giant Hearth down. Getting rid of a Switch. That's a good discard. So I guess it didn't matter if we got the Forest because he would have switched. But I actually would have preferred him to switch into the Charizard, though, so we can just knock him out with Snorunt. In case he's playing Naganadel, which I actually don't think he is. I'm pretty sure I saw just Fire and Psychic, so I don't think we have to worry about Naganadel here. Let's see where he's putting these energies. He's going to put him on the active Mewtwo. Does have a knockout, though, on my Mareep. 3 Reshizards, really? Is he going to double Blaze me? I think he has to. He could still Giant Hearth, I think. Actually, wouldn't mind him just burning his GX attack here. Then he doesn't have any more GX attacks throughout the game. No Cross Division, which is another attack that I gotta worry about. Iron Rule could be annoying. Actually, he doesn't even play that, no. I guess Cross Division is the worst thing that we could walk into. No, he's actually gonna outrage me 30. Alright. Cool beans. We did draw a Pokecom, which will indeed give us a Diancie, because we do want to look to 2-shot this thing. He's got 3 cards in his hand. We also made him burn a Switch. There's a Slumbering Forest. There's another Breloom. Alright. This is looking pretty good. Fluffy Pillow. As you can see, guys, Breloom, it wants to see tag teams, and we are up against a tag team deck. And hopefully he stays asleep. You gotta be... What? This guy wakes up? Bruh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Whatever. We can still knock him out with this Breloom, and then... I mean, if he doesn't get another Mewtwo down, he has to go into Reshizard. We finish that off with Froslass. We win the game. Still, though, it's a little sketchy. Still gonna be his first prize, though. Could have been worse. Could have knocked out the Mareep LOT earlier on. So I guess it's fine that he's gonna knock me out here. It's better than him having 4 prizes left than just 1. Than only taking 1 prize. So it's all good. Though it does hurt a little bit that he woke up. Let's see if he actually bumps the Slumbering Forest. It doesn't really matter because we're mostly going to KO him here. Unless he, like, plays Mixed Herbs. But nope, just an Outrage for the knockout. So we hopefully can knock this thing out unless we whiff an energy. But our game plan is set in motion right now. Breloom can win games pretty quickly too, by the way, just because it's, you know, makes it so efficient. And there's another Snorunt. That is definitely going to get benched. As long as we do not whiff an energy here, we are going to knock out this Mewtwo, and we do get there through a Netball. Or a unit, but we want to save that unit energy for the Froslass, hopefully for next turn. Though we don't have Froslass in our hand, which is unfortunate. But we are getting 3 prizes here, so the odds we might get a Froslass, I don't know if we have 1 prize or not, but if we do, Froslass donation right now would be really good. There's Froslass, and that is game next turn, unless my opponent attacks me with another Mewtwo. Or reset stamps me. He could reset stamp me. Actually, he might not even knock out the Breloom either, to be fair. He still has double Blaze, I guess, but Breloom could still live the turn. And we could still maybe buy a few turns with Fluffy Pillow, maybe. Even if, for some reason, something bad happens, I guess, like reset snap. Alright, we can still buy some turns, so it's fine. There's a Fire Crystal. Yeah, he's most likely just going to Flare Strike me here. Ooh, a Lieutenant Surge. That's a very interesting card to see in a Reshizard deck. He really does have to go with Mewtwo here. He can't really afford... No, he's going to go Coach Trainer. I guess I can still play Welder because of the Surge. But, yeah, he really needs to go Mewtwo here if he wants to save himself from losing the game. But he needs to find a switch and stuff. There's the Welder. Where's he going to move this energy to? To the active. That's not a good idea, because we are going to most likely knock this thing out. I guess he just didn't have a switch because he's already played 1. He probably doesn't play that many switches. Alright, it looks like that's game. Looks like we just win here. Is that game? I don't think he can do much else. He's already weldered to the Charizard, so this Mewtwo will not be able to attack. But yeah, Breloom, Froslass. You play against a tag team deck, you win the game. It's a pretty simple, well, you don't guarantee a win, but yeah, as you can see, guys, Breloom, Froslass, the you snooze, you lose deck. All about seeing tag team decks, and we have found a tag team matchup, and we are most likely going to come out on top of the win here. He might reset stamp me, though, because he did just draw a ton of cards thanks to that Lieutenant Surge. So he could still reset stamp me and potentially prevent him from losing, but no, it looks like he's just going to Flare Strike, which will indeed be the game. If we weren't running this turn, we would probably want to get more Shroomishes. But yeah, that is going to be game. We just bring in the Mareep. What do we draw? Unit Energy. We can kind of just play out a bunch of stuff here, which is kind of hilarious. Hopefully we didn't prize any Froslasses. Okay, good. Yeah, we did prize 1, but we didn't not lose. So yeah, we just retreat. Go here. We can still Erika. Try to get another Shroomish. Yeah, just in case we're not winning for some weird reason. And boom, here we go. Oh, I almost clicked Icy Wind. Yikes. 7 damage counters, and that is game. Yep. Breloom Froslass, guys. The deck that takes down Reshizard, and maybe Mewtwo, too. Maybe Mewtwo even can go down to the Breloom Froslass deck. But I do like this deck. It is fun to play, as you can see. It's a really nice anti-meta deck against these threatening tag team decks. Whoa, that was a weird... Actually, if he had that Blacephalon in play at any point, this Charizard could have taken 200 damage from my Tapu Fini. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that was a nice first match, showing off how Breloom is a straightforward deck. You just kind of cripple tag team decks. You beat them. You're an anti-meta deck. And you snooze, you lose. That's the motto, the slogan of the deck. Alright guys, we're going to get some more games with the Breloom deck and see what we're up against next here on PTCGO. Alright, looks like a fire deck. This is probably going to be Green's Reshizard. We'll see. There is a colorless type in the deck, though, which is an interesting thing to see. But if he's playing a fire deck, I mean, we have that Froslass, and we might be able to use Froslass again to destroy my opponent. We'll see what kind of deck they're playing, though. And we'll see how we start, too. Not bad. Mareep. The only thing missing is a supporter. That's why I am playing the Pokégears. We didn't find either or. But we did get Ditto. Snorunt is a good starter, too. The Mareep is a perfect starter. Along with that Slumbering Forest, you can buy a couple turns with that, maybe, which is why I like the Mareep Slumbering Forest combos. You can sometimes buy some turns. Ooh, that was a really good draw. And there is a Reshiram GX with Vermilion in the active spot. I have not seen that card in a long time. We're just going to get a Shroomish here. We have technical, like, 2 Snowrunts in play, so I'm not really too worried right now. We can play everything from our hand here. Go for a big Lillie to 8. Nice. Got another Shroomish. And I think I'm just going to go Fluffy Pillow and pass. I don't really know what I want a Pokécom for quite yet. So we'll just pass. We'll see if my opponent benches a Reshizard so I can just knock it out with Froslass. I don't really know what they're playing. I mean, I'm guessing it's a Reshizard deck. I don't really know what that Reshiram is. Gonna do much for my opponent, though. He's gonna get knocked out by Froslass. To be fair, though, Froslass is better useful against Reshizard than it is against Reshiram itself. And they're gonna bench a Bullcephalon, which is actually pretty good. Because we can do this. We can just knock him out with Tapu Fini. Might as well play everything down here. We can Pokécom for another Froslass, I guess. We'll have 2 in play. So if we can hit a U-Turn Board and Energy here, or Switch Energy, we can knock him out with Nature Wave. Let's go for it. Nice. We did get there. Did indeed get there. Nature Wave. 200 damage. Yes, this is why Tapu Fini's busted. Thank you for playing that Bullcephalon down and giving me free 2 prizes. And I don't have to waste my Froslass on a non-Reshizard, which is really good. Tapu Fini making its moves. That's why this deck is a nice anti-meta deck. And we'll see if my opponent can do anything. Fini probably won't survive the turn. Well, to be fair, my opponent does need 3 fires to knock it out, but they also need to build this up. So they need a total of 6 fire energies even to knock this thing out. Only to take 1 prize card. So it's not very ideal. And there's going to Blazer. That is pretty much game. Don't know what to tell you. I don't really know what my opponent's playing. I see like Silvally and Reshiram and Bullcephalon. Doesn't really seem like a very competitive deck, but whatever. We're going to take that dub. We're going to show off why that Tapu Fini is such a good card right now in the format. Quite literally against Bullcephalon, which is what we got to beat there. So we'll jump into another game with the Breloom Froslass deck and see what we run into next. Sitting on 520 coins. I've actually considered doing a video on the Relentless Flame theme deck. I did buy that the other day, so I'm very much considering maybe doing a video on it. We'll see. And it looks like we're up against Mewtwo here, which is going to be another interesting matchup. But yeah, we'll see if I decide to do a video on the Relentless Flame deck. I like to upload these videos, like, well, for my time anyways, later at night, so like around like midnight Eastern Standard Time is usually when I like to upload like non-deck videos, other than if it's like a ranking video or like a really cool video. But like all these guides that I've done for the PTCGO subreddit, I've uploaded like later at night in my time. So if you guys want to see a video on like me playing theme decks, you want to see me play Relentless Flame and show off why it's such like why it's considered the best theme deck, let me know and I can do a video on that down the road. Okay, U-Turn Board's a good draw. I'm just gonna go Cynthia. I was thinking of playing the Pokégear to go Lillie, but like Lillie's not gonna do me much anyways. Okay, we do find 1 single Shroomish, and that is important. We did get a Forest. Do I want to play it? I think I will, just to try and keep them asleep here. Just so that they don't potentially knock me out with Reshizard. Or Mewtwo, sorry. Or, well, they can go Reshizard. We don't have a Froslass in play quite yet. So I think we'll just try to... I mean, they're going to most likely counter the Stadium, but I want to try and maybe keep them in the active spot for 1 turn. We're not going to knock out the Jirachi, though, with Breloom, which kind of sucks, but still. There's a Viridian Forest coming down. We'll see what they decide to do here. They're going to Welder to the Jirachi, only for 1 energy. There's a Cherish Ball. That's probably going to get them the Mewtwo. It's a good thing, though, that they already did a Welder for turn, so They're going to be a little bit on the slower side, which is nice. So what we're probably going to do, hopefully we can actually draw like another Shroomish or a Snorunt or Ditto. So I can go for a Lillie for 6 here. That would be pretty good. Let's do a nice Lillie for 6. There's that Mewtwo coming down. We'll see what kind of Pokemon they play. Now Mewtwo doesn't really have a good healing mechanism other than its own GX effect, so it doesn't really have Greninja anymore to like loop itself, so hopefully that's the thing. That's the other thing I'm kind of scared about this matchup. But other than that, this matchup should be straightforward. They're going to have a Pokégear and an Energy. They're getting that Dedenne. We're probably going to see a Dede change here. Would be nice if they actually started with Dedenne, so I could have just knocked it out with a Breloom and taken 2 prizes. So are they going to go Dedenne here? They're going to play all these Pokégears. That's 3 so far. That's actually pretty good that they're Pokégearing. Ooh, a custom catcher. Will they bring out my Shroomish? No, they will not. So that means they only now have 1 custom catcher in this match, which actually makes me pretty confident that we can do something good. And there is a Dedenne. I'm kind of surprised they benched this thing, unless they're planning on attacking with it. But again, we have Froslass, so we got that option to smoke that Reshizard into next week. They're going to touch a Psynergy to Mewtwo. Probably just pass here. They've already weldered. Looks like a Switch actually got discarded too. But I think they don't mind Jirachi taking damage here. I don't even know if it's a good idea to really even attack it. Well, I guess it is still relevant because it's Beast Gameable and Jet Punchable. So it actually might be okay to hit this thing for 120. Maybe 140 and then we can knock it out with Jet Punch down the road. I don't mind that. Espeon Deoxys, though, is what I do mind. That card is a little scary to see. And they actually stay asleep. That's interesting. Oh, we drew a Pokémon. Alright, we're just going to do this. Go for a Lillie. Okay. So we can get another Shroomish here. Could also get Ditto. That can get Cross Division, though. I don't want to risk it. We could see a Cross Division knock out both a Ditto and a Mareep. And I'm not really a fan of that happening. We unfortunately didn't find the Diancie I was talking about. But we can pre-Dawn Strike for 120. I woke up. Dang it, I was going to say, if he stayed asleep, that would be really nice. But this Jirachi can get Beast Gamed if it ever, for some reason, came in the active again. We can always knock it out with Mew and Jet Punch, too, so this thing at least can be KO'd down the road. We'll see if the Breloom even goes down here. He's burned 3 Pokégears already, and that's pretty bad if they're trying to get a Welder here. They can maybe go for another Dedenne. No, they're going to get the new Charizard. It looks like they're already planning on doing Dedenne, unless diverting me. I mean, they have 4 cards in their hand. They play 3 Pokégears. I honestly don't think they have the Welder in their hand, but you know what? I have been wrong before, and that is very bad. I have definitely been wrong before. They might indeed have the Welder. You know, maybe I should have just stuck Mareep in the active and let it sit there, but then, like, they make it the first catcher off. I don't know. I think we'll be fine. I mean, there's a lot of abilities in play, too, so, like, even Hoopa can put some work in here. Let's see, do they have a Welder? They're going to fill their bench up, and there's a big Hearth, or Giant Hearth, I don't know why I said big Hearth. Custom for 3. Now they only have 1 custom catcher guaranteed, which is nice. Can't believe you said big Hearth. That's actually hilarious. Let's see what they do here. Did they find a Welder? They can't really knock me out right now. There's nothing they can really do to copy. They can outrage me for 30. This thing needs 4 energies. So they need a Welder here if they're going to get a knockout. If not, they're going to be stuck. I mean, we need a Switch, though, too. Yeah, it's going to pass. So we can actually maybe knock this thing out. There's a Snorunt. You'll love to see it. Just Cynthia. No point in playing the Pokégear. See what we find. Ooh, we did find a Switch. So whilst we didn't find the Diancie, we did get a Switch, however, which will let us get a knockout on this Jirachi, which is really good. And we got 2 Snowrunts down, too, which is also pretty sweet. It's going to pre-Dawn Strike, knock out this Jirachi, and get the lead in the 2 prizes. Let's see what we find. Tapu Fini, and a Pokégear. I think if this was a grass or a unit, I could have knocked him out with Buzzmosa, which I probably would have done. I guess that is kind of risky, though. But then we just need 3 prizes to win the game, so it wouldn't really matter. There's a Marshadow coming down. It's more abilities, though, even though it'll get rid of a Forest, which is a little bad, but we'll see if that matters. Let's see if they get a knockout here. They can definitely do it if they have an energy. Yep, there we go. So they could cross division. They can knock out Snorunt and Mareep if they want with Cross Division. That's not like a bad idea, in all honesty, on my opponent's end to do that. We'll see if they go for it or not. They could Psychic Club me too. They could double Blaze me? No, they can't, never mind. See, I guess Cross Division is really their best play here, to be honest with you. We'll see what they decide to hit. They're most likely going to knock out the Snorunt and the Mareep. They could take out both Mareeps if they really wanted to. I guess maybe I shouldn't have benched the Mareeps. Yeah, they're going to knock out both Mareeps. Okay, that's actually fair. Yeah, I probably should have just held on to one. The Snorunt's live, though, which is pretty good. And there's their GX attack, too. Cross Division could have been a lot worse. That's for sure. So, they're probably not getting an Ultra Beast in place. We could probably just burn this thing. I think we're going to go for an Erika here. We do have Hoopa in the deck, which is kind of relevant. Play this. Get Grass Energy. Probably just attach it to Shroomish. Let's go for a big Erika. See if we can get another Switch Mareep. We do. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll do... Wow, we didn't get a Slumbering Forest, so that kind of sucks. Kind of want to do Froslass too, to be honest. Just hit him for 140. I don't know if I like that, though. I could actually... No, we can't do Hoopa. So I think I'm going to have to retreat into the Mareep and then switch back into the Breloom here. No, we already attached, though. It's kind of awkward, actually. Yeah, not having the forest kind of sucks. We can't stick this thing to be asleep. It's kind of awkward, actually. I think I just spore them. Could enter for 30. I don't think it matters, though. Dang it, they wake up. Well, they've already played a Switch, so if they didn't wake up, that would be nice. Man, if we had double Custom Catcher, though, I feel like it'd be okay, because we could just custom this up, knock it out with Froslass. How many Pokécoms are left? Still 2. We'll see what happens. Not getting the Forest off that Erika does kind of suck a little bit. It would have been nice to hit him with a Slumbering Forest here to try and keep this Mewtwo asleep as long as we can. They would have discarded it through Marshadow, maybe, but it still would have been good to hit him with a Slumbering Forest. So they don't find it, if they don't get the energy, they can't knock me out, but they're most likely going to attach it. They could Welder, too. The only positive right now is they've already played their Deoxys's GX attack, so we don't have to worry about any more GX attack shenanigans, which is good. We need to figure out a way to take this thing down ASAP, though. We're falling behind a lot in prizes, which is really bad. We're going to be behind in prizes here. So it's going to make this win a little bit harder to pull off if we don't kind of get our act together here. This might not end very well, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if I had Diancie, I could have maybe just hit him for 50. Maybe I should have just grabbed Diancie instead of Mareep. Just hit him for 50. And this thing would have 220 HP left. I don't know. I want to maybe pull off a Hustle Belt Froslass KO for 200 damage. To get there, though, we're going to need quite a bit. I don't know, man. This win is not looking very positive right now, though. Especially if he knocks me out here with... He's most likely going to do it. He's going to knock me out with a Flare Strike. He could also just play Flamethrower. I'm not really liking our odds of surviving at the moment, guys. Not liking our odds of surviving here. I'm also not liking the odds of winning the game either. Not gonna lie. This is gonna be a pretty hard win to get at this point in time. We'll see what we can pull together, though. Really, just not having a Slumbering Forest really sucks. Just if this thing was able to stay asleep, we would have been okay. Deny my opponent a potential prize because they're asleep would have been nice, but we weren't able to really pull that off and get quite there. Opponent's taking quite a while to play this recycle system. There we go. I saw their timer freeze. I was like, wait, what? Did the game, like, stop working or something? But it looks like we're good. And there's a Welder. I'm gonna get ready for another Mewtwo to be built up, which I don't like. Don't like that at all. This is gonna be tough, folks. I think we're definitely in a bad spot. Especially if my opponent finds another Switch. That would be bad. They heal the Mewtwo. Not heal it, but move it out of the way. Then we have to deal with another Mewtwo. It'd be better to just knock this out because it couldn't move, do anything because it was asleep. But we're not going to get that luxury right now. We'll see what happens here, though. What do we draw? Lillie. I was kind of hoping for a Breloom, not going to lie. I was hoping for a Breloom. I could play the Buzzmosa down. It's actually kind of safe to have it in play at this point. He's played 2 customs. The Reshizard's not powered up yet. He's already played his GX move, so he can't just bang me out of nowhere. We can try to maybe hit an Erika here. Never mind. We can hit like an Erika. It'd be better to Erika. Can Giant Hearth away something. I don't want to give her any supporters though. We just got the Cynthia then, I guess, and hope to hit something good. We didn't find Breloom, unfortunately. That really sucks. We're gonna have to just do this then. We're gonna have to smack him with Froslass for now. That's fine, I guess. We're gonna have to tackle Froslass and just hope that they don't switch. I think we just Spiteful Scythe them, just go all in with the damage. And then just maybe retreat into Breloom next turn if they stay asleep. If they woke up there, I think the game would have just been absolutely over. If they have a switch knockout, the game is going to be over too, but we'll see. Again, at this point, this game is not looking too good for us, but we can try our hardest to do something. Wobbuffet gets discarded. That does mean we have access to a lovely old Diancie play, which we actually do need Diancie to knock this thing out effectively. Alright, now we just gotta pray they don't have a switch, pretty much, is at this point. The main goal is they don't have a switch. They do get rid of a Bill, which is a good sign of them not finding that last switch, assuming they play 2 switches. They may only be playing 1 switch, though. If they are, that's really good. If they're not, that's really bad. We gotta hope they stay asleep, too. So we can retreat Lillie, hopefully find switch and a Breloom. We've played only 1 Breloom and so far 1 switch. We know we have 1 other switch in the deck. Ooh, they have a double Bill in their hand. Will this find them a switch? If it does, guys, this game is not going to be looking very good, and they do hit a switch. You gotta be taking the piss. I really wish we had customs in this deck, dude, but man, I could not figure out... I couldn't find room for custom catcher, man. Couldn't find room for customs. Now we are definitely in trouble. It's a good thing he's already played Cross Division, but it's a bad thing because we are absolutely up the creek without a paddle. We're gonna have to just hope sleep keeps hitting. Could Giant Heart that Lillie, go for a Lillie for 6. I think at this point I'm going for it. See what we have left in the deck. 3 Brelooms, 2 switches, 2 forests, 3 energy. We have 3 energy and we can try to maybe Evil Admonition. Okay. We did get a decent amount of stuff, which is good. No Diancie. I don't even know if it's in the deck. I'm not even paying attention at this point. So, we're going to go for another forest. He shouldn't be playing any more than 2 switches. So this time, this should stick. Unless he wakes up. He gets double heads, guys. I think this game is about over if he gets double heads. I'm going to be quite honest with you. Okay, good. So we can then knock him out with Froslass. But even then, I don't know if I want to do that, because if he brings in Reshizard instead of a heavily damaged Mewtwo, we're kind of screwed. We'll see what happens. This is definitely going to be a close game for sure, if this thing actually doesn't switch. I don't think he's playing 3 switches. I mean, if he is, I think I give up, because that would be very frustrating. It's like, bro, you seriously have 3 switches. But we'll see. I doubt it. He might be playing a Tate and Liza. At this point, I wouldn't even be surprised if there's a Tate and Liza. But I don't think these Mewtwo lists are playing Tate and Liza. We should be okay. We'll just see what happens here. What will my opponent do? If they just pass, that'll be amazing. It is risky to use Froslass, though, because we need it for Charizard. We have 1 forest left, and he's played Resetting Hole, which makes me pretty happy. Let's see if he gets a Pokemon with Cherish Ball. If he does, that's pretty good. That's more damage Hoopa can do. Assuming it has an ability anyways. That's already... How much are we doing? 20, so... 30, 50, 70. We're only doing 70 damage. Solgaleo GX. It's not really going to help him. Unless he's planning on going to Dene here. How many Welders has he actually played? Only 2. That's a big rip. There's another Welder. To the active. That's interesting. That is really interesting. Kind of sucks that the Lillie didn't give us much else to work with. Maybe I shouldn't have Giant Heart that other Lillie away and should have just kept it. But I was expecting to get a decent hand here. Alright, no whammy as in no switch. If we can stick one more Slumbering, maybe we can just stall him out of the game too. He's got 5 cards left. And he stays asleep. Ooh. Okay. So we knock him out with Spiteful Sigh. We take 3 of our prizes. And this thing get finished off. We just need a Diancie, and I don't know if it's prized or not. I can also just swing for 100. We do have that Buzzmosa in the deck still, though, too. But the problem is, he'll just retreat the other Mewtwo. I think in order to win... Whoops. Sorry if you heard a noise there. I think in order to win, I have to go knock him out with Froslass here. I'll just knock him out with Reshizard. We'll see what happens. Again, this win doesn't really look too likely, but we'll see what happens. It doesn't really matter what I do, right? 5, 7. We can do 5 and then do... How much HP do I have to have? 30 HP, so I can go 5. 5 would be 160. And then we'll maybe have some extra damage for later. Not that it matters, but we'll see. Then I just don't have 10 HP left. It doesn't really matter. Again, I don't really know what I'm talking about. There's a Lillie. That's a good card. There's a Pokégear. There's a unit. Okay, I really don't know if Diancie's prized or not. I actually think that was the last prize. I can't remember if Diancie's in the deck. My brain is not working. We just need to do 10 more damage and knock this thing out and we're good. Can we get there? I really hope we didn't prize Diancie. He still has 2 customs too, right? Yeah, that's a rip. There's a Latios coming down. That does have an ability, but I don't think Hoopa matters anymore. I think at this point it's just down to getting Diancie. Unless he could just custom catcher my Mareep though. But if I can find my last forest and it sticks, I could maybe Icy Wind or Spore them out of the game. I don't know. This is, again, this is going to be a really close match. We just need to take 1 more prize. I really could have, like, maybe tried... If we had a Slumbering Forest, I could have made this thing stay asleep and then just, like, maybe somehow knock it out with Buzzmosa. I don't know. We could still try to sleep stall them. That could still be a win condition for us. Or just combo a Diancie. We'll see. They're going to say well played. This game ain't over yet. I don't know if Diancie is in the deck or not. I mean, we'll see. That's 7 cards, and that is not... If Diancie's my last prize, that's actually a tragedy. That is such a tragedy. We take 3 prizes, a last prize Diancie. What are the chances of that? Alright, I think we'll go Cynthia. We're in desperate need of Diancie not being our last prize. Or even just finding it in general. Or getting a forest. We didn't get either the forest or the Diancie. Bruh. Oh no. I really think my last prize is Diancie. We didn't get the forest either. Oh no. Oh no, that was a terrible Cynthia. Oh my gosh. Oh no, guys. This is not good. This is really not good. We gotta hope they stay asleep. We whiffed 2 cards we were potentially looking for. Diancie and that last Slumbering Forest. Oh my gosh. Well, it's gonna be down to if they wake up or not. It's gonna be down to if they wake up. And of course they get heads. Oh my god. I'm actually so triggered right now that we lost. 10 HP left! Like, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, we got cheated out of a win there, I want to say, because that Cynthia just gave us nothing to work with. And I don't even know if my Diancie was prized or not. Oh my gosh, I'm actually triggered right now. They had 2 switches in the deck. Yeah, they had no way out of the sleep, too. Like, oh my gosh. That was honestly maybe the worst luck I've ever had in PTCGO history at the end of the game there. That triggers me beyond belief. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this was the last prize or not. That was so unlucky. Last prize was Diancie. We Cynthia'd into not even a forest or Diancie, assuming it was in the deck to begin with. And with our last bit of hope we had to win the game was that Mewtwo not waking up, and they wake up. Like, bruh, that might have been the worst luck I've ever had on this game ever. I think I'm done with this Breloom Froslass deck for now. Oh my gosh. I'm actually so triggered right now. Anyways, that's the video. If you enjoyed, make sure you like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe down below. We're reaching 6,000 subscribers. And of course, check out the sponsor card and TCG down below too. Use my discount code CODEF if you get anything from there. I'll see you guys on the video. Bye-bye.